Welcome to Dodgers Daily. Casey Porter here, downtown Tulsa at the beautiful One Oak Field. Today we have a very, very special guest, right-handed pitcher in the Dodgers organization, Lucas Wepf, who has taken minor league baseball by storm this year. Had a great year. Joins Dodgers Daily. So Lucas, thank you so much.
Glad to be here. Thank you.
Okay, man. Georgetown, Ontario, about 45 minutes west of Toronto. So kind of take us through. I mean, that's kind of a colder climate. Take us through how you became a baseball player.
Yeah, so believe it or not, it's pretty warm in the summer.
Okay.
And, my parents signed me up for baseball when I was, I think, 4 or 5 years old, and I fell in love with the game ever since. So just kept playing it.
So kind of the way, at least the way that Max told it. Max is from Toronto as well, Max Hewitt. Most of the baseball in Canada is done through clubs, is that correct?
Yeah. A lot of travel ball teams. Our high school isn't the main thing like here in America.
Talk about your travel ball club.
So 17, 18U, I played for the Brampton Royals, and then made my way to junior college, and the rest is history.
Okay, so from west of Toronto, Canada, to middle America, Pratt, Kansas, of which I'm so familiar with. Pratt, Kansas, Pratt College. How did you get that connection? How'd you end up there?
Yeah, so I think grade 10, I played in a tournament down in Oklahoma. It's called the Oklahoma Sunbelt Classic.
Yes.
And I was with Team Canada. And so I have video from me pitching there and put it on a website called Field Level. And coaches reach out through that platform, and they offered me, and I took it. Yeah.
Fantastic. So you spent 2 years there in Pratt, is that right?
Yep, 2 years at Pratt.
Then you transferred to the University of Louisiana Monroe. So take us through how you got connected with them and how you ended up there as a Warhawk.
Yeah, so my sophomore year at junior college, there's a sophomore showcase, and I was pitching at that. A lot of D1 school recruiters, they go and check out the talent there. So I pitched in that, and they came out to watch me play in the season. They liked what they saw, so they gave me an offer I couldn't refuse. So
pretty cool going D1 all the way from Canada down to JUCO, and then that's
absolutely,
a pretty cool deal, isn't it?
Yeah, the goal was to just play down south, so as far down south as possible.
Yeah, so, absolutely. Yeah. You know, your teammate T.Y. is from Monroe, Louisiana, too. You guys ever exchange stories about that?
We actually played against each other a few times.
Okay.
So.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so you signed with the Dodgers as an undrafted free agent, which means you could have signed with any club in all of baseball. You're from Canada, you went to school in Kansas, and then Louisiana. No connections whatsoever to Los Angeles. Why choose the Dodgers?
Yeah, so undrafted, and they gave me a call right after the draft, and I was more than happy to accept it, and I'm very grateful for that opportunity. I'm glad to be here. So.
Okay, so you started with Rancho. Of course, you started the complex, then you got put up to Rancho. About this time last year, you got called up to Great Lakes. I know that move from Rancho a lot of times to Great Lakes is an exciting one, and then you got called up to Tulsa this year, so I'm sure it's been a whirlwind. Take us through your time so far as a Dodger.
Yeah, no, it's I'm very grateful to be a Dodger. Obviously, I don't have any experience in other organizations, but from what I've experienced, this is the best organization there is, and very happy to be here. I'm excited to show what I can do on the field, and
Seems to me like in the off season you put on a lot of bulk to the lower half of your body, and it's really bumped up the velo on your fastball this year. So can you talk about your off season, the things that you did approaching this season?
Yeah, so one of the main things was last season I lost quite a bit of weight during the season, and made it a big priority to get that weight back and put on more muscle mass. So just been hitting the weight room, eating a lot of food, protein shakes. So
Dodgers take pretty good care of you on the food side of it too.
Yeah,
don't
absolutely. It's amazing.
I've seen that spread before. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay, so 2024 has just been, you've been one of the best pitchers, relief pitchers in all of the minor league baseball system. So kind of take us through what's made you so successful to this point.
Yeah, I'm just trying to go out there, and help my team win. However that may come, whenever they call my name, I do the best I can to give my team the opportunity to win. That's what it's all about, winning.
Yeah, absolutely.
So just try to put up some zeros and attack hitters, and simple as that. Yeah.
Can you take us through your pitch mix? What pitches you're throwing right now?
Yeah, so I throw a four-seam, slider, and splitter.
Yeah.
It's technically splinker, but I just say splitter because it's easier.
So I keep hearing this term splinker. I've heard like 2 or 3 people say that. What exactly is that?
Yeah, so before I got here, my pitch mix is very similar: fastball, slider. I had a sinker and a changeup, so we kind of just combined the sinker and the changeup and just spread out the fingers on the sinker. So now it's a
So is the
splinker.
velocity kind of in between the two also?
Yeah.
Okay. So the first thing that I notice whenever I watch you pitch, and anybody who watches you pitch notices, is how much fun you have in like the biggest moments, the competitive moments, the high leverage moments. You seem to get, that brings up your competitive side. Where did you get that competitive side? It's so fun to watch.
I don't know. It's just something I've always had, you know. I like competing, and that's the best moment to do it. So
yeah, and pretty cool because, well, one of your catchers this year, Diego, just got moved up, and then Griff obviously catches as well, and Janer could catch as well if it needed him to. But Dalton Rushing, the everyday catcher here at the AA Tulsa Drillers, he's super fiery. He makes sure his pitchers are super fiery. So with his mentality and your mentality, I'll bet it's pretty fun, isn't it?
Yeah, he's a brilliant catcher. It's really fun when I get to play with him. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. A lot of talent here. It's amazing to be a part of.
Okay, so if you were to get the call up tomorrow, what things do you think you're doing well enough right now to be a consistent major leaguer?
I think it's all about being consistent with my routine, doing the same thing every day. The mindset kind of stays the same, just attack hitters. Yeah.
So if I were to ask you, okay, to move up to the major leagues, what few things do you work on the most every day that you need to become more consistent at? What would that be?
Maybe just dialing in my pitches, being consistent every single day, day in, day out, and that goes back to having a good routine.
What's it like? I mean, you got Juan Murillo who throws the ball like 600 miles an hour. You got Edgardo Enriquez that throws the ball harder than anybody I've ever seen. Jake Pilarski can throw it over. And you got all these guys, you got all these dudes. And then you got guys like Michael Hobbs and Ryan Sublette and Antonio Knowles that manipulate the ball very professionally. So what's it like getting to pitch in a bullpen that is so skilled and so talented?
Yeah, the amount of talent here can't even put words to it. It's out of a video game. So I'm just glad to be here and have the opportunity to show what I can do. So yeah, it's really fun.
I'd like to ask you this question. I asked this of like Austin Gauthier or Jack Dreyer, who are both undrafted free agents. Does that put a little extra fuel to your fire knowing that you signed as an undrafted free agent?
Yeah, absolutely. I like to think of it as like a diamond in the rough. And so at the end of the day, you got to be on the field and play. So I just like to go out there and prove what I can do. And yeah.
Each day you show up, what are your daily goals and what are your goals for 2024?
Ideally win a World Series. That'd be number one. Yeah, I think it's just keeping each day fresh. You know, every day is a new day, and do whatever I can to win the day.
Lucas Wepf, thank you so much for joining Dodgers Daily. It's been an honor. I've just enjoyed so much getting to cover you this year. So great to meet you in person, and thank you so much for joining.
Thank you for having me. Yeah, I appreciate it.